biting it. We are back, guys. Bunch of little nibbles on this rod right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's bouncing the hell out of that rod. Did you get yours?
Yeah, I got mine.
Let's see, let me get right here. Zero watching. Ninja. Oh, we got one watching. Wow, at 3 o'clock in the morning, somebody just woke up to go to work. And watch for 1 minute in and we got our first watcher. That's awesome, man. I can't believe somebody's actually watching right now.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Let's cap the Eric juice. Let's see here. One watching. We had a bunch of nibbles. A lot. I don't know.
Something. Damn, you threw it out there. How out of the net, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I should have done the same thing. Wow, you're there. Yeah, you're there.
In 5 more minutes, they would have had all that dang crab out of there. They were biting, nibbling the heck out of that. Oh, two watching, one thumbs up. Awesome. We actually got two people watching. It's like 3 nights. Oh, there's a bite.
There it is already.
We have moved locations. We went and got different bait. We are fishing the intercoastal. You got Clem's right there. There's the big bridge. That's the intercoastal. We're fishing off the channel that comes off the intercoastal. The winds have died down tremendously. Let's see if we can get both rods in there. There we go. Right there. We'll see right there. Glad to see you guys are still at it. Yeah, we're not giving up yet. We went and got some crab. We got some blue crab. We put the crawfish to rest. Unfortunately, we had one run that I think was a drum, but the rest were gaff top. So we decided to change it up, put blue crab on, and now we're getting a bunch of nibbles. But unfortunately, I think they are gaff top. Let's see what happens. We're gonna see. Give it the old college try. We charge the phone up to 100%. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna pull my chair back a little bit so I don't get caught up. All right. Yep. Well, as soon as I sit down, I'm gonna get that bite right there on that blue rod,
Yeah.
the blue cat rod.
Rest assuredly.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to put some more crab and freshen up the baits again here pretty soon. They were tearing it up. Give it the old try here. We got some Captain Eric juice. We got more cigarettes. Now we're at it one more time. We actually bought the Bluetooth speaker out this time so we can have our jams. The wind has died down, guys. There's no wind whatsoever. I'm not sure what Gil's doing, but Gil's pulling out the nets. See if we can get some of them straggler drum. I'm pretty sure the bigger schools have already moved out. I'm pretty sure the spawn's at the end of it. I mean, they're still around, but not like last month. We're about to freshen up these baits. I'm gonna freshen up some baits, put some new bait out there. It's not bouncing like it was earlier. We were getting a lot of hits. Lucky guys. Still bumping it. not biting it. They weren't. They're not biting it like they were a second ago.
I'm sorry. It's doing a video and it has that song. You know what I mean? What do you want, the shrimp or the crab wing?
Huh?
The shrimp or the crab?
I don't. Crap. That one still got flavor in it.
Well, let me know what you get.
Yeah. See, this one's gonna shoot all out.
Okay.
That one's out.
I know, right? Okay. Give me a double meat.
Double meat. Sounds like a water burger run, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Chunk of this.
Hello?
We have fish bite on there.
You have a video playing?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure do. We are live. Got the continuation. Trying to get some fish on the bank. Trying to put another fish on the bank. Alright, let's try it again. I'd put some pantyhose on a crab grill. They probably already ate it all out.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
I'm
When it's
pretty
frozen,
sure too.
when it's frozen, they just tear it up. That's why I always put it in the pantyhose. Damn, my fingers stink. Whew. Man, there's some rank crab. For watching, one thumbs up. Any luck, Ray? We're getting bites. Just changed the bait. We're running part 2 of the continuation of the live stream. We're getting bites right there. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, they're just biting, but come on, man. A bunch of little ones, little guys, bunch of little fish. Hmm. There's a lot of them trout popping.
Hell yeah. That's why I changed to shrimp. Because I can't find them. I got some on tandems too.
These?
Yeah.
You throw some lures.
Yeah. Some years.
These. I can definitely feel those. There's a bunch of small bites, but
Back up the first.
there's like a bunch of perch bites, you know.
Yeah.
Like some bites. On that cast in the last one, so hopefully that'll get rid of that perch bite. We are getting a lot of bites, but
Nothing sticking.
yeah, these are just a bunch of smaller fish. Yeah, it's like a perch bite or hardhead bite or something. I mean, whatever it is, it's really small. But I mean, it's almost instantaneous. As soon as it hits the water, they're hitting it. We can't find one. Swimming through, cruising it. Bless you. See, already. I mean, I'm not hitting like it's. Bless you. Unfortunately, they're hitting like perch or something small. They're not hitting. They're not giving a good pull on it. That's for sure. For watching, 2 thumbs up at this time of night, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're just getting those bites. I mean, you can see it right there. They're just bumping it. And they're not even really trying to like, they're really not trying to like pull the bait. They're just kind of like chewing on it. Just enough to move it. But sooner or later that rod will bow. Bless you. Bless you.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
I think something bow it. Just little nibbles. That's crazy because normally with the crab, nothing touches it. Where I normally fish, nothing really touches it, and then all of a sudden I just get that real big hit. And they don't slack it. But here, it's kind of crazy this bite here. I don't know if you guys are watching that bite, but it's just slacking it and pulling it tight, slacking it, pulling it tight, like a catfish bite. Which normally I don't get a catfish bite on crab. 7 watching, 2 thumbs up. Awesome, man. That's cool. There's a bunch of bites right there, guys. Bunch of bites. It just for some reason they're not black drum bites.
Oh no, they would have took it.
Yeah. This one they just pull it. Oh, that's a better bite. That was a better bite. Well, let's get in. Let's see. How long's the rod I'm casting? That one, the Blue Cat rod is 7'6", 7'6". We are using lighter tackle today. I'll be at the Fin and Feather next Monday. Fin and Feather is a good place to fish, man. There's a lot of drum to be caught there. A lot of flounder, a lot of trout, a lot of redfish. Uh, just like I said, if they got fresh crab is where it's at. Cut it in half, throw it in a pantyhose, put it on your big circle hooks. They got hard life bait and tackle leaders there. Get them, use them. Trust me, they work. Use surf weights though, guys. Use surf weights. If you're gonna fish the Fin and Feather, use surf weights. There's a lot of current. It's like a perch bite or something small. Doesn't even want to commit. I just nibbles, man. That's all it's doing, just nibbling. It's enough to bend the rod and pull it, but
It's not enough to get stuck.
yeah, quick little jerks. Those quick little jerks like that. I mean, it's just not doing. Yeah. And that Fin and Feather, what you want is you want some wind. You want the waves there on them. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can catch drum on them on the flat nights. Like right now, it's flat, but earlier it was better conditions. It was windy. There was chop in the water. Whenever there's chop in the water, it gets those fish moving. And not only that, the water's murky, so they don't see the leaders as well. Right now, I think these are just like perch bites and small hardhead bites because the water's clear as can be. It'd be a good night to go flounder gigging. But I mean, you could probably see that rod. It's just getting bump. I mean, but there's nothing actually bowing the rod. It's just tapping it. It picks up the bait, chews it, turns its head, and then drops it. Picks it up, turns its head, drops it. So it's probably a smaller fish. Sharks run off the beach right now. Yes, bull sharks are around almost year round here. Catch a lot of bull sharks, guys. We do catch a lot of bull sharks. We are going to be doing a lot more shark fishing this year. Last year the beaches were closed. I lost a lot of money. They closed the beaches in August, and August is our big tiger shark run. May, June, you get your big hammers. April, May, June, you get those big hammers, and then but end of July, beginning of August, going all the way into September, you get those big tiger sharks. And we just follow the migration. We'll start south of Bob Hall, and then we'll just work our way down Pens. Every weekend that we're fishing, we just go another 10 miles, and we'll get into them big schools of tigers. And normally we'll catch, at least 2 to 3 a night. Sometimes we'll get lucky and get, 5 to 7. The last time that Tyler went fishing, I think he hooked up on 4 of them at one time. 3 or 4. I think he had a quadruple hook up on tigers. A mullet, yeah. Right now, man, they're just not biting like really consistent. This is a small fish bite. These are not drum. These are hardheads or gaff top or something of that nature. Maybe some, yeah. Might be some big pinfish, just enough to wiggle the rods. Normally with the bigger rods, they don't do it, but there's a bite.
And I just threw it up.
Yeah. There's another bite. Let's see. We're gonna turn it over here so you can see both rods. But he's getting a bite on this rod right here. There's 2 out there. We got blue crab on that. He is throwing lures too. Damn, that sucks, bro. Yeah. Uh, I literally canceled every one of my trips for the Tiger Shark run, which that's my clients come from all over the world, man. And when it comes to the Tiger Shark run, uh, mostly from California, Nevada, Phoenix. Yeah, I got a bunch that come from Canada, man. Canada is one of my bigger name clients that I bring in, and Montana, and then up in Minnesota. Um, and then of course I got people here like right on the border of the Texas Oklahoma border that come down and do a lot of fishing with me. Yeah, Red River area. They come down here and do a lot of tiger shark fishing with me. Yeah, I know, but it's yeah. These are just little. Yeah, this is. I mean, I'm getting bites galore on this rod right here, but it's unfortunately they're not big fish. These are not big fish. They're just tapping the baits, just kind of chewing away at it. But yeah, they also canceled Sharkathon this year, uh, and as you guys know, we have fished. We had a buddy of ours, JJ, and then Tyler won it last year. We had like back-to-back wins, so that was pretty cool winning it back-to-back. See, I mean, you can see it bumping the heck out of it, but it's just they're just smaller fish. They're not drum. These are not drum bites. Yeah. Try to put some steel in that one. They're just chewing on it. Oh, sick bro, like badass. Oh, okay, I got you. There it goes again. God, there's a little perch bite or something. It's weird. Now I was hoping a couple, like a small school or something, a drum would come through, or a couple stragglers. We are at the end of the drum season, so once spring breaks, yeah, once spring breaks over, and you start getting the black tip coming back in, you get the spinner sharks. The bulls are here pretty much year round. Winter, you bring in the short fin makos, the duskies. Uh, not as many, not as much as you get up in Florida, but I mean they're still here. You still get into them. The sandbar run is pretty good. When do the hammers run? April and May is your big hammer run. That's normally when we hook into them. And yes, we've caught a lot of big hammers, and through the graces of God, we've yet to lose a big one. Thank God for that, because they do fight hard. They do fight to the death, and but we have been blessed enough to the hammers that we do catch to turn them and get them swimming back out. So they're not dead when they get landed. The guys that do catch those real big hammers here, they try their best to revive them, man. They're out in the water for 30, 40 minutes with them and trying to get them to go, but they fight so hard and they're so old and so big that you know being on the sand, it crushes organs. It just causes a lot of damage to those big sharks, and unfortunately they expire. We've had a couple friends of mine that's caught some big ones. Kevin caught a real big one last year. Poco caught one, almost 15 foot long. Kevin's was up there, it was 14 plus. So I mean, yeah, it's just been those, it's unfortunate those big sharks die, and when they do, people start getting involved and start running their mouths about it. Like I know PETA got real involved in that big hammer that died because I think it had like I want to say like 14 pup sharks in it, and they were all dead. 6 watching, 3 thumbs up. Yeah, this year, I promise, guys, we'll have a lot more shark fishing videos. We're gonna have a lot more alligator gar videos. Like I said, guys, I'm doing I'm trying to get monetized, so that's why I'm doing all these lives. Normally, I just do videos, like edit videos, catch fish, and all you see is us catching fish. You don't see the whole. You don't see the whole workup to the fish being caught. You just see the fish being caught, and the videos are 15, 20 minutes long. These live streams, what I'm doing right now is actually interacting with everybody and staying on. So the more people watching, it's the more time, the more minutes watched. And I needed like 4,000 plus minutes watched. So, I mean, like the last video we put out was hour and a half, and we had like 7 hours worth of watch time. So you go 7 hours times 60 minutes, and then there you go. That's how many watch minutes we had. And that's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to get monetized, so that's why we keep doing this. Wayne, what's up, Wayne? How you doing, brother? This time I got it right. I love all the fan base I got in New Mexico, but one thing about you guys, George, I think, has like the same symbol on old Buzztail. No, that same symbol that you have, Wayne. Oh, George. I know the Gato Vato, which is Jeff. I know he has a different logo on his. Hell yeah. There you go. I got you, brother. I remember you now. I made a mistake, and that was my fault. I'm sorry about that. But I got some Captain Eric juice now. I'm more relaxed. Trying to land a drum. We're trying to get a straggler right now. We did catch some gaff top earlier. We brought out the lighter gear. I brought out the Muddy River Blue Cat catfishing rod right there. Chris Flores' rod. He's from New Mexico as well. Catfish royalty out there, guys. He's got a lot of subscribers. His videos are well known. He's one of the ones that I was watching, following, and kind of like got. That's what the ones that got me really into YouTube. There was a few of them. Of course, there was Blacktip H. Josh, when he first came out, I remember watching one of his videos, and it was like he was fishing the Sebastian Inlet. And I mean, he fishing like in camouflage clothes and a little rinky-dink shirt, a little skinny kid from up north. And there was like redfish jumping. They ended up kayaking out a stingray, and I think a big bull shark or something picked it up. They set the hook on it, and then the guy's like, "It's spooling us, it's spooling us," and Josh is like, "It's not spooling you," and he like locked down on it, and when he locked down on it, the line broke. But that was like one of Blacktip's first videos. Now he's got all these NFL players, arm wrestlers, the strongest man, strongest woman going against Goliath Grouper. He's done it big. Another channel that I watched pretty regular was Luke's from Cats from Carp, DNA Hog Hunter, which is Derek, which I've been able to fish with a lot of these good people that I was watching their channels. I was able to fish with DNA Hog Hunter out at Calaveras Lake in San Antonio. I have fished with Chris Flores. Chris Flores has come down to Corpus and fished with me. We did go on an alligator gar trip, which everybody there caught alligator gar. Remember that video, bro? Yeah. Dude, they still biting it. It's just, they're just not hooking up. Whatever's out there biting is really small. Gil's out there throwing lures. He's got a bait on the bottom, but he's out there throwing lures. We do hear trout. It does sound like the trout are working. There is a lot of bait fish. There's tons of little shrimp around. Tons and tons of little shrimp. Maybe, you know what? Can you get your little net and grab some of that grass on the bottom and see what kind of creatures we bring up? Let's see if we can put some of this on camera. You can see like how the the bays hold all this bait, little fish, and all that kind of stuff.
Supply all the food for
Run a bait out, bro. Yeah. Over here in the bay, if I was at the beach, it'd be a different story. But I'm not on the beach right now. But look here, look. Right now, Gilbert's gonna come over here. He's got his net, and there's some grass down here, so he's just gonna run his net across the bottom of it. And
I didn't get that many, but there's a couple of them.
yeah, see the aquatic life there. There's a bunch of little bait fish. Kind of go into the grass a little bit and scoop up some of that grass and get some of the, like, you'll see how much shrimp is out here, guys. Like right there, that little patch right in front. Just kind of go through the grass right there and flip that over on the bank, and you can see, guys, look at this. Look at all that. See that? Little shad, little menhaden. Kick that back in the water. Yeah.
I was looking for shrimp, but they ain't crap out here, man.
There's no shrimp today?
Nah. The little ones I was looking for.
Yeah. I was getting them in the grass, like up against the sides.
Look, there's a bunch of them right there.
Yeah.
Shit, they're going through the net.
Yeah. All you see is eyeballs out here right now, guys, in the water. But there's tons and tons of bait fish. So I mean the skipjacks, which are known as the poor man's tarpon, ladyfish, the Jack Gravals. I heard the Jack Gravals are out on the surf already. So I might have to go put in some work out there with the gator spoons and put in some work with the gator spoons out there on the jetties. You'll get some jacks. I remember, yeah. I have been able to fish with Chris a few times. That's pretty cool. I have went to New Mexico, then he came to Corpus, and then I have been back to New Mexico. I'm gonna be going again. Might go this summer, but right now, guys, as it's working out, in June I have my alligator guard tournament that I put on, which hopefully this year we'll be giving away a vehicle. We have picked up a bigger sponsors: Twang Beer Salt, Dos Equis, LNF Distributing, Aztec Chevrolet now. So you know, of course, everybody else who sponsors into the tournament, Hard Life Bait and Tackle is another big time sponsor for us, which is Albert. Marco, good morning, Captain. Wish I was going fishing instead of going to work. Yeah, man. I know the base, man. I remember my father used to get up like at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. But he retired. Civil service, same building as you, sir. It's already, my dad's probably been retired already about 4, 5, 6 years now, probably in that area. Now he's a contractor back out there again. Unfortunately, this one, we're gonna Mark, guys, if you don't know, he won the 1,000 subscriber contest that we were putting on, which him and his boy are gonna be in a video. We will be going to Dallas, doing an alligator guard fishing trip and music video there on the Trinity River. Try to get the Garbillies involved and a few others. Nathan from I Love to Hunt and Fish Everywhere. Check him out on Facebook. I'm just trying to give you all some channels and stuff like that I know that people fish all the time, and that's what they do. So yeah, I'm just gonna lower these legs up a little bit so I can bring this down to my level. I am fishing, like I said, guys, we are fishing the intercoastal, or just to the left of the intercoastal. And over here, there's a lot of redfish that run through here, trout, stuff like that. During the flounder run, this place is deadly for flounder. Normally, there's a lot of speckled trout in the area. There's always a lot of skipjack and stuff like that in this area. So if I'm watching, 3 thumbs up. There you go. But I don't know, man. I know for a fact that as I was watching these channels growing, Victor from Land Shark out of Florida, him and his chick Brookie, you know, they have a lot of followers and they do that catch for cook and now Victor has his channel, which is Land Shark. He also has now a fishing, a cooking channel now on YouTube from when he goes out fishing and stuff, and that one's doing real well. So I mean, he's got one heck of a following out there in Florida. And I told him, I said, why don't you come on down to Texas and let's go, let's go ahead and do some alligator gar fishing, and you could do a catch clean cook on that. Because if you've ever had alligator gar, you know it's delicious. It tastes like chicken. When you do fry it up, it's looks like a pork tenderloin. It don't even look like fish when you fillet it. It really does look like a pork tenderloin that comes off of that fish. Gilbert's kids will not eat fish, but they will eat alligator gar, and they will eat the heck out of alligator gar.
That is no lie, no lie.
Gilbert is a team member of Team Real Local. It's him and I tonight.
Yep.
We're just out here kind of messing around, trying to get some time logged on. We've caught four or five gaff top earlier. We hooked into one drum. Unfortunately, it spit the hook. We were using crawfish. We ran out of crawfish, so now we're back to the basics: blue crab and fish bites, using light tackle. We're fishing in spots that I normally don't fish. Guys, when I go fishing, I fish a lot of areas, and this is one that I normally do not fish. Let's see. You should do that with deer meat for dinner. Yeah, his brother, right? Yeah, I know exactly who that is, man. Yeah, those big name guys like that, man. I try to reach out to him I'll give him a free guided trip to come on down. Not only does it get exposure for me, but for my business, Hooked in Memories Guide Service. It's something different, but those guys could go fishing with whoever they want, man. Their channels are so big, and they got so many people watching, and they got sponsored, out the wazoo that, somebody like me is on the bottom of the totem pole, and they don't even look in this direction. But one day, hopefully, my channel will grow and be up there like that. But one guy I do want to fish with is Luke's from Cats from Carp. We have actually fished with one of the same guys out of Florida, which is Off the Beat Shark Charters. I went down to Florida, and I didn't feel like just going someplace and setting up and yakking out baits. So I called him up and I told him, I said, hey man, I want to do a fishing trip down there. I said, I'm a shark. I do shark guides down here in Corpus. And I said, I've wanted to always fish up there in Florida and try to land a mako from the beach. I've tried for years down here to do it, and only a couple people has landed a mako from the beach down here. In about the last 7 years that I can remember, I think 3's been caught, and 2 was by one guy, which is another guide service down here for sharks from the beach, and that's Epic, Oceanic Epic Guide Service. That's with Eric Oslin, great captain, great fisherman. Him and his family, Alexis and their daughter, they're doing it up. They catch a lot of fish, a lot of big sharks. They hit the waters pretty hard. But see, like me, I have word of mouth stuff. Like I have so many pictures but I don't do so much on Facebook and stuff like that because of the negative feedback you get. Um, they do have their own like websites and stuff like that. See, I've never got into the whole doing websites and promoting myself out there like that. I just do word of mouth, and I've done well. I mean, I'm not I'm I'm probably within the two or three top guides here in Corpus as far as sharks. Without advertising or anything, to be in the top five is amazing, and I'm probably within the top two to three. You know, for as far as booking guides and stuff like that from the beach. Man,
Catch it again.
yeah, I know, but it's just they're just small fish, man. They're not big enough to even get up to.
Yeah, you can mess with it, huh?
Yeah, getting a lot of bites. Unfortunately, they're not what we're looking for right now. We're waiting for that rod to bow over. These little smaller rods, when they go, they're gonna go. Okay, when my big rods bow over, you see how those big rods look. These little rods will be bowed over. 5 watching, 3 thumbs up. That's awesome. Thank you. What's your biggest shark off the beach? 12 foot 7 tiger shark. I have caught a thresher offshore. I wasn't on land when I caught the thresher, but I have caught a thresher. I've caught every species of hammers. I've caught tigers. I've caught duskies. I've caught tons and tons of black tips, bulls, spinners. You just had a bite on yours.
You did right, or was it the blood?
No, it was that. It was before the door closed. But I have fished for makos from the beach for years, trying to get that. That's my fish of a lifetime is to catch a mako. It's one of my bucket list fish, and you know, like I said, man, I've been blessed to meet wonderful people on charters, which you know, uh, I call them now my family, man. It's because they constantly call, they constantly ask me how I've been and stuff like that. And his name is Jason, and actually we're going to San Diego, California in July. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry about that yawn. Here you go. They're in my pocket. In July, guys, I'm going to be fishing for makos, and I'm going to be fishing with them for on a fly rod. So this is going to be interesting.
What?
Yeah, I've never fished with a fly rod in my life. So to fish for a mako, my dream shark on a fly rod, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about
That
that.
sounds like a challenge.
Absolutely.
Challenge accepted.
Oh yeah, I'm there for a chance to finally catch, and I'm gonna eat my mako. I'm gonna take some of its blood, and I'm gonna get a set of shark jaws tattooed on my ribs, set of mako jaws, and I'm gonna use his blood. Of course, I'm gonna disinfect it, but I'm gonna put his blood into the ink, so I could have mako blood and my blood mixed. I heard it. Down goes Fraser. One of the rods hit the ground over there. Come back out here, guys. And normally the drum bite, it varies out here, but daytime drum bites, they're rare. They're few and far between. But some of the piers in Aransas are really well known for catching drum during the day. Right now, you can catch drum almost anywhere right now. the keepers are now starting to be more. They're starting to show themselves a lot more. The big uglies are pretty much done with their spawn. They pretty much have left back into the deeper waters. But don't get me wrong, there's still stragglers, and that's what we're looking for tonight is a straggler. We are trying to put one on the bank. We are fishing for them. There's a lot of birds. A lot of birds.
He took off on a fishing trip, right? He went all the way to the land cut. He said they only caught like 4 reds, right? But get this, man. He said for like about 2 miles, man, you could see nothing but slot reds and slot drum, dude, that were dead on the side of the channel, dude.
Oh yeah,
He said it was for 2 miles, man, of nothing but fish like that because of the freeze.
that's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
He's talking about the freeze, guys. That one of his buddies went on a charter. They caught fish, but they went to the land cut. But they're going through the channels. There was like 2 miles of dead slot redfish and drum. I saw so many big trout dead. A lot of the spots that I fish, unfortunately, man, they were a lot of those big sow trout were dead, and that's a shame because I mean, man, those were some good breeders, good genetics, great size fish, trophy trout for most anglers, and to see them just frozen, that was a shame. Are the jacks running in Port A? Yes, they are. I did have a buddy of mine catch some yesterday. Uh, who knows? Maybe if Gilbert and I get a wild hair, we'll go get some gator spoons and run out there and go throw some spoons on the jetties. See what happens. I don't know. I'm pretty tired. In a couple more weeks, they'll be over here closer to me. I'll probably hit JP or the Fish Pass jetties and go catch them there. We need to get me some cow nose stingrays. Get ready for this tiger shark season. I got a few cow nose right now. For I do have a couple guided trips for sharks coming up, so I do got a few cow nose ready to go. But I do like using jacks and I do like using cow nose. Those are my 2 favorite baits. I'm not a big fan of bonitas. I have caught tiger sharks on bonitas. I have caught hammers on bonita, but the thing about bonitas over here, they're not like Florida, man. You got to go offshore, and when you catch them, most times those boats, the party boats, when you do hook up into them, they keep them and they cut them up into little chunks and use them for snapper or stuff like that offshore. So most times those bonita never even make it back to land. I almost thought I heard a dolphin. 5 watching, 4 thumbs up. I do need to get out there right now. Also, the sheephead are thick, so I need to tie up some leaders and show you how I catch sheephead. I'm gonna start doing videos more of how I tie leaders and stuff that I use, especially like my alligator gar stinger rigs that are really, really popular. I have sold a lot of them online. Mostly through Facebook. I did really well with that, about 2-3 years ago. I started making leaders, but then, it starts getting so expensive, and then you got to charge. I was charging for 3 liters. I was charging 25 for 3 liters, and that's a lot of money. But when you start looking at shipping and cost of materials and all that, I don't have it to where I buy, big bulk stuff out of catalogs or have like merchants. I have to actually go buy my stuff retail. So I mean, instantly it raises the prices on the liters that I make and ship out. But my hookup rate on my guard liters is amazing.
Man, if you buy one of those rigs, man, they'll last you almost at least 4 or 5 good catches before you have to
A box
shuck
full
them
of
up
cow
again.
nose,
Shuck them
dinner
up again.
plates, and 15 pounders. Yeah, it's getting ready. Just need some jacks. Yeah, the jacks are out there. The schools are moving in. Matter of fact, I saw a video of a guy hooked up today, but a couple of my buddies that were fishing the jetties did land uh, a total of 3 jacks today. Or yeah, I'm sorry, yesterday. Yesterday morning, they landed 3 jacks. So the jacks are moving in, and they're catching them in Port A. They're not here in Corpus yet. They're not at the JP jetties just yet. Man, I can't believe I'm still getting bumps on that crab. But like I said, these are smaller fish. They're just not big drum. They're not even slot size drum. Heck, even those right now on these little rods would bow them pretty good. Six watching, 5 thumbs up, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, we are trying to get monetized. We are trying to do more giveaways. And when I do get monetized, guys, uh, I'm going to do a lot of giveaways right then and there. Just for the simple fact that you guys stuck it out and watch these long videos that are drawn out. And, it's live, it's interaction. It's really cool. 6 thumbs up, 6 watching. Man, I appreciate that. Everybody's giving me the thumbs up, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. We have done some really nice giveaways. Elijah, happy birthday to him. It's his birthday. So the young man's 14 years old now. And, his gift alone, uh, by the time it's all said and done, it's probably in the $2,500 range. The reel itself was close to 500. With line, it was over 500. Need crawfish like last time. Yeah, I was using crawfish earlier, and we did have one bite that I'm pretty sure was a drum. Gil hooked it, and unfortunately, it spit the hook. But we were catching gaff top on them. And we caught like 4 gaff top, and lost 1 drum. And then we ran out of crawfish, so we went back to the house and got some blue crab. And right now we're just getting a bunch of bites. So we are an hour into the video, um, and yet we've yet to catch a fish out here. We did move spots. We moved further. I want to say further south towards the inlet, uh, which is the intercoastal channel. Um, we're closer to it, and the bite. I mean, we're getting a lot of bites, but they're small bites. They could be hardheads. They could be, pinfish. Like watching your videos, canal. Badass. Maybe one day we can fish together, brother. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Are you in the Corpus area? Cobra? Was that, did I catch that right? I'm always working. Yeah, I work a lot too, man. Especially when the ships do come into port and we start moving all those blades and the windmill towers and stuff like that. Yeah, I get real busy too. I'll work sometimes, 20 days, 30 days straight without a day off. Cobra, yes. All right, man. Well, hello to you. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm about to change this bait again because they stopped nibbling, so I'm pretty sure they've already eaten everything
Killed it.
out of there. Yes, sir.
Already
Living
cleaned it
Alice,
out.
bro. Oh, Alice. Okay. Yeah, you're not that far at all then. Where do you work at, if you don't mind me asking? I work for a company called Gulfstream. I work at the port. And at the port, what we do is we move the towers and blades and stuff like that. So, oil field life, yeah. Okay, enough said. Yeah, you do work a lot. 14 and 7. That's what my next question was going to be. My my champion, Tyler Bullard, from Team Real Locals and Bullard Custom Rods. He works the oil field, and you know it does a lot. I mean, when he was working for, there goes a good bite. Wow, I'm surprised there's still bait on there. That's probably the fish bites they hit on that one, because I doubt if there's any crab left on there. They have been hitting that rod now for a while, and but Tyler, he was working, and I think he was working like 21 and 3, which is man, that's a lot of days working with only very limited time off. And then when you're driving back, if you're in the oil field, when you're driving back, that's considered one of your days off when you're driving back. So he would get 3 days off, so he would only actually have like one day uh, where he there goes a bite. Looks like he might have hooked himself. Let me see. I think we got a hard head on, guys. Let me try to reel that. Let me try to see if we can put some steel in this one.
Man, you must still have bait on that thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was I think they ate all the crab, but they got to the fish bite. I'm surprised they were still hitting it, because they have been chewing on that one for a while already.
I know, man. They must be stuck in that net real good.
Yeah. Man, is that dolphin?
I don't know. It sounded like it, right?
Yeah. Well, there's dolphins out there. That explains a lot. Oh, there you go. You got a bite that time. Yeah,
Good one.
not really. but it moved it.
Live action.
Live action. Let's see. Yeah. Bird. Together. Make a couple more baits. Man, them crab are funky. They're not even that old. That's why that's the bad thing about it. Them crab are not old at all. We'll make a couple little pouches. More pouch baits. I don't care. I'm going to land something on this one. Now I'm just tired of letting them mess around over there. And now it's time to get serious and get some kind of steel in them. That's cool, man. I love being out here this time of night, this time of the morning. You get to see all kinds of stuff as the sun comes up.
Yep, all the live action.
All the stuff out there. The birds, all the stuff working the top of the water. You get to see it all. It don't last very long, but at least it's pretty cool to watch it. Stuff that makes me get up in the morning. So what I did on that one, guys, is I cut up a crab, half a crab, and I made two. I took the top shell off, and I basically just put the gills, the guts, and the bottom section of the crab, and the meat from the crab. That's just one crab, and well, half of a crab. So I'm gonna put these on there. Bring that in. Put some fresh baits. Throw that back out there again. crab was completely gone. Completely hollowed out that one. Yep, there's a lot of slime on it. Gaff tops. Yep, sure enough. Alright, so it's gaff top hitting it, guys. And the reason I know that is because you can see the slime on the line. Fish bite still on there. This one right here should definitely hook into a fish. Yeah, but put some still in the one. No, I don't like that. Put a little bit more crunchiness. Juicy little chunks. And this thing is deep on me. Always putting out some scent. I can smell it. Never mind. I give up. I just busted off, guys. That line on this Avid was bought by Gil at a pawn shop for $50, but it's almost a $500 reel. But the line on there is some of the crappiest line I've ever seen. I busted off that line already about 4 times tonight. So I've lost 4 liters. Whew. And I'm not going to do that again. Anyway, I think Gil's fishing over there in that corner by the bridge. Captain Eric juice is rolling through me today. Let's see here. Alright, 4 watching, 6 thumbs up. That's awesome. Let's see here. Good story. Need that, Cortland. Yeah. I was telling Gilbert, because that's Gilbert's reel. Hey, we just throw it on my Blue Cat rod. On my Blue Cat rods, I have nothing but newels on them. My flathead rods, I had 7,000s, Abu Garcia 7,000s, but the Swedish made editions. Bought them in the 90s. Those reels have lasted forever. I bought one before my son was born. My son was born December 17th, 97. And I bought that reel on December 10th. Yeah. I guess Gil hooked up. Gil's over there throwing lures in the lights. And I give up for tonight. I'm tired. I've already lost enough gear. That line that's on there is some of the crappiest line. I don't know what line it is, but it is not worth a dang. Okay. What do you run your shark baits out on? I use a scrambler, but if I'm fishing south of Bob Hall, we use a jet ski. I will use an Ocean Frenzy. I don't have a Hobie. A couple of my buddies have Hobies, but they've broken the fins. And when you break those fins, man, it's $300 to $400, I think, for replacements or more. So yeah, I've never bought a Hobie. There goes a shrimp boat. That's heading up the intercoastal right now. Somebody's going out shrimping. God bless them. I hope they have a hell of a catch, because the way gas prices are, diesel ain't cheap. And I normally run my baits. The shortest drops I drop are about 700 yards, 650 to 700 yards. Those are like my short drops. After that, put out anywhere from 800 to 1,000 yards, and those are our normal drops. And we normally on a shark fishing charter with me, we normally drop about 4 or 5 80s and about 4 or 5 50s. So normally we have about 10 baits in the water, and on that, the best we've ever done was 7 tiger sharks on 10 baits dropped on a 24-hour period on a charter. What kind of reels do you use? I actually have Makairas. I'm a Makaira fan. I have gold Makairas, that gunmetal gray Makairas, seafoam green Makairas. Tyler, he's an avid guy. He's got like, I think 480 Makairas and 450 Makairas. I mean Avids. Sorry, Tyler's an avid man. He does have a Makaira 80 and a Makaira 50. I gave him the 50 for his birthday, which was like a gunmetal Makaira. He has one a full setup for at Sharkathon. He won a rod and reel with I think it was a 3-speed Makaira. Oh no, a 3-speed Avid. But my Makairas, I've never had a problem with them. As far as drags locking up, reels getting burned out, or anything like that, I was a senator guy. I used to drop 12s, 14s, and 16s on the regular, man. I mean, I had 15 reels total from probably five 12s, five, and five. So I would drop 5 12s, 5 14 aughts, and 5 16 aughts. I don't know. I just love my pen reels, man. Those. But the thing about it is I've gotten older. Cranking in those baits from 1,000 yards on a single speed reel sucks. And so I went ahead and I sold most of them except for the ones that Billy gave me. Billy Sandifer is who I'm talking about. But Billy gave me he gave me 2 12s and gave me 2 14s, and I still have those 2 12s and those 2 14s. All the other ones, the other 11 pen Senator reels that I had, I sold them, got rid of them, or traded them off. So everybody who's watching right now, what's your favorite song that we have out? Have y'all heard the new song called Soul? That one's for the veterans and active military. Real Loco. Yeah, I like that song a lot too. That one's my little girl, man. That's makes me think of my daughter, my grandfather. My grandfather was like my father. My dad was cool, man. Don't get me wrong. You know, he's a pretty cool cat. You know, but he's all about his family, his family after me. Uh, I was the firstborn from my dad and my mother, and then they separated. My dad was only like 17 years old when I was born. My mom was like 20, 19 or 20. Yeah, she was 20 because she's 20 years older than me. And my dad was still in high school. My mother worked to keep me that big Tony October, bro. October 17th. October 17th, bro. Big Tony, October. Uh, when is your next set of days off from the oil field? Time to make the donuts. Hey, shut up! I just turned you off. One thing I love about October is the redfish run. I love catching them big bull reds. Having fun doing it. I always put something to them. You know, like the black drum is. You know, it's always in the winter. I normally start the end of September, October. I start fishing for big uglies. But October, September, September and October, I normally fish for redfish. Like fish them pretty regular for the bull reds. I'm not one. I don't go chasing trout. I don't go chasing reds or flounders, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I do go catch them every now and then, but I prefer catching bigger fish. So uh, I fish for alligator gar starting February. I'll start in February. Uh, I'll fish drum. I'll fish alligator gar February, March, and then going into April, I go into my shark fishing and start catching the hammers and gar, and then I just keep on. I just kind of follow whatever fish are migrating and go from that route. Oh, there we go. That's a good bite. Hold on, guys. We got a good bite. Dude, right there, Gil just lost a big one. Yeah, see, that's crushed like a drum right there. That right there was definitely a drum bite. With a small thing. Hell, I actually had a drum bite on that one. I have to do something else now. This line really sucks. I don't know what kind of line this is, but I would never recommend buying this crap. This is just crappy line. fish on. Try another leader on. Let's go with it. I'm getting my second wind, guys. Getting my second wind. Yeah, there's gill fishing out there on the point. I got another leader back there somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna throw a Santiago James Lord leader on there, an A&J leader. One thing about this line, you can't use bigger weight on it. You throw a big weight on there, it doesn't want to cast for nothing. I got a 2 ounce in there. Try this back. This line right here, you can stitch up your pants with this line. It's so thin. Not very good line at all. I don't know what kind of line it is, but it ain't very good at all. Definitely would not ever buy that line. At least that pound test. I don't know what kind of line it is. Like I said, who knows how old it is either. This one. Very smelly crab. Man, they stink. Crazy thing is, they were alive when I put them in the freezer. I think I got too many stinky baits in the freezer or something. kind of like, just kind of grab that smell. Kind of smells like frozen freezer bait. It's not very fresh smelling at all. Yeah, and I recommend these. These are some leaders that I use on some occasions here. A buddy of mine by the name of Santiago James Laura came in and sponsored me this year, and he gave me some of his leaders to use, and they're A&J leaders. You can find them on Facebook, but Santiago James Laura, guys, on Facebook. A&J leaders, great leaders for drum. They make shark leaders, redfish leaders. Yeah, the water temperature's still in the 60s. Yeah, that ain't bad actually. Water temperature's still in the 60s. Let's see what we got here. Let me go ahead and lift this back up. Get it back up because we're getting some bites. We actually had a pretty good drum run on that one. I didn't realize how small of a hook Gilbert was using. I'm gonna bring up this a little bit so we can get some more of this rod action in here. There you go. All right, right there. Let's see. Where do I usually buy my crab? Well, I used to buy it I buy it from the Fin and Feather. I buy it from Poor Man's Bait Stand if I'm fishing in Port Lavaca, or Poor Boy's Bait Stand in Port Lavaca. Albert has a connection. I buy it from Albert. Uh, and man, pretty much if I'm fishing somewhere, I'll call before. But Ann's out in Ingleside, um, Paul Seafood, when they got live ones there, I just pick up live ones from Jerry over here at Paul Seafood and Flower Bluff. I mean, dude, I mean, really, I don't have a specific place where I go. I just kind of, oh, ooh, there's bird.
Oh, he hit the line.
Yeah, he's in it. Damn it.
He's caught in it.
I got a bird on.
What luck.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get lucky and what you call it?
Just talking about that.
Yeah, just caught a bird. Dang it, I just put that bait in the water too. You got your gloves? Gilbert, you got your gloves?
Yeah.
Reel them in. You had a drum run on this fish,
Get
right?
out of here.
Oh, dude, it bowled over. I didn't realize how much your hook was crushed. I stretched it open a little bit, but I got a crab claw on it, and it was definitely a drum bite.
What?
Oh yeah, because the crab was completely crushed. That's one of them smaller birds. Unfortunately, guys, yes, got a small bird. Got tangled up in the line. What is it, a seagull? Oh, it's one of them pretty birds, ain't it? Yeah, let's see. It's one of them little pretty birds here. We got to release this bird right here.
Hold up.
Yeah, I got you.
His legs are all tangled up in this.
Is it? You grab him by the head. There you go.
Got tangled up in this pretty good, buddy.
See, this line really sucks.
Yeah, for this, yeah. God, dude, he got himself in there real good.
Did he? Did it make a knot?
No, I didn't make a knot, but I don't want to cut and pull in it.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. That's the one we can see.
You okay, pretty bird? Starting to make donuts. Hold on, guys. Rigging it. You all right, little buddy? Pretty wings. Soft little bird. It's like a
Look, he's not even poking at me.
Yeah, he's like, I know you're trying to help me, homie.
I guess he's had it happen before.
Yeah.
You just don't know how to stay away. I bet you hit power lines too, huh, fool?
He's all
There we go.
Get my own wings. Atta bird. Way to stay cool, buddy. Way to stay cool. Atta.
Okay, now we're gonna start eating you. Oh, it's in his fucking feathers.
Is it? You didn't even hold some line somewhere?
No, watch out, buddy. Don't kick it.
Take that one.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Calm down.
Just let him go on the ground right there. He is out.
All right, buddy.
See you later, buddy. Watch out for them lines.
Right? Tight lines, fool.
Yeah. Tight lines. Oh, that was funny. Man, I'm gonna check the bait. I'm pretty sure he knocked off the bait on that one. Oh,
Something on it?
I don't know. Whatever it was, it just busted it.
No way, dude.
Yeah. I guess he got it tangled into something like that. And sure enough, busted. That's a cheap ass line.
I'm sorry, dude.
That line sucks. That line, no violence.
That other one's 30 pound too, dude.
Yeah, but that line, Dude, you can barely sew up your pants with that one. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna get some Cortland on that bad boy, or some Mamoy. We're gonna put about 80 to 100 pounds, and that's gonna be your gar reel. My HXW, my HXW Raptor. That one, that's the one that Gar destroyed, man. Which is
Really?
the same reel that Jesse Ray got that 12-foot Tiger to the Bob Hall.
Oh no, really?
Yeah,
Man, you've had that thing forever then.
only a couple of years, bro. But the Gar that I was hooking was destroying it. So it was telling me that they were stronger than the Tiger. You know how tigers are; they're pretty lethargic. They're not much of fighters. Just a lot of weight.
Just a lot of torque.
Yeah, a lot of drag them in. Oh man, oh man. So
Tired, Pops?
I'm getting there. So we got a bird on.
Oh, we're not gonna leave empty handed.
Uh, Cobra, my alligator guard tournament's coming up. It's a land-based tournament. It's in June 25th, 26th, 27th. We'll be fishing the 25th and 26th. The 27th is a ceremony, and then right after that, we're doing the Cast for Kids event at Labonte Park. Whatever happened to the old man, Bobby from Oklahoma? Yeah, Bobby fished with me quite often, man. Oklahoma Bob, I call him. Dude, he just shared something of mine the other day on Facebook. Bobby Dye is what I believe his Facebook name is. Dye, Dye. He shared a couple of my alligator gar pictures that I caught last week. He shared that, and he shared a couple other of my things, a couple of my live stream videos. Man, oh man. Should have had that drum. Well, we landed a bird. Does that count? What size line do you use for gar? I use a 120-pound diamond. The very least that I use is 100-pound. And I've had alligator gar. I don't know if you guys know the brand Owner treble hooks. They're forged hooks, guys. It's supposed to be like the strongest treble hooks out there. I've had those gars bite those clothes. I've had them break them. I've had them straighten them. And I'm locking down with an HXW Raptor, about 55 pounds of drag, and completely locked down, and burning my thumb trying to stop them. Shot the gears in it. Matter of fact, Albert's sending it into the shop. That one's on a jawbone, and a 10-foot jawbone, but I couldn't turn them. I've hooked into about 3 of those fish like that. So I took a 50 wide Macaira out there on a 13-foot rod. An old Fenwick rod, man, a 2-piece Fenwick, a 13-footer. Big old bastard. And I've thrown that out there with the whole tilapia, and unfortunately I didn't get picked up on it. I wish I would have, because at least I would have had a chance. Yes, I used Abu Garcia 7000s and Newells, the 235 fives and the 235 S's. I use Newells and 7000s for alligator gar for the longest time, man. And unfortunately, the spots that I'm finding, the gar are way bigger than those reels can handle. So that's why I've upgraded to Avits. Don't get me wrong. Some spots that if somebody wants to go on a meat haul for alligator gar, I'll take out the Newells and the 7000s all day long. Go catch, 4 footers, 5 footers, and up to 6 foot. Have landed at 7 footers on the 7000s and the Newells. Another comment here. Let's see what we got. Never been gar fishing. Right on, man. Where are you from, Cobra? Corpus? I catch a lot of them at the Joe Fulton corridor. I use skipjack, my stinger rigs, a heavyweight, and throw it far. A Phantom 40 for gar here in Alice. Yes. 6+, yeah, for sure, man. Alice, there's some good fish up there. There's some good fishing up there. I've never fished that area for gar. I have several spots that I go to. Um, there's some here in Corpus. There's some just outside of Corpus, closer to Calallen. I don't fish in the Oasis River that much, right there by Labonte Park for them like I used to. I've only caught like 2 and 3 footers out there. That's what I mostly hook up to, 2 to 3 foot right there. But it's just never been that productive for me as far as size. So what does that say? What size reel do you recommend to take out there? I use my 7000s and Newells. And like I said, I just recently started upgrading to Avits. I found some places that have really, really big fish in it. And, 7+ all day long. And of course, there's been some that are real big. I could sit here and say all day long there's 9 footers, 10 footers out there. And And I trust me, I wouldn't be lying when I've hooked into some monsters. And unfortunately, with that being said, I couldn't land them. I couldn't stop them. I tried, but unfortunately, they got me to the pier. They got me to the trees, or they got me to the pier, or to the bridge, and I just couldn't stop them. They were just that big. And I've tried, man. I really have tried. And hopefully, we'll get this one to go off one more time. Put a crab claw on it. Got over an hour into this video and caught a bird. Did lose a drum though. It definitely was a drum. That the rod was bowed. Like I said, there's a few stragglers out there. That's what we were looking for, the stragglers. And the birds keep on flying through here, like right by the lines. I'm getting tired. Yeah, if I get the text that I'm not working tomorrow, I'm going gar fishing tonight. So Cobra, if you're not working, and if I get the text that I don't have to work tonight or tomorrow morning, uh, I'll throw you an invite, man. We'll catch a gar. If you're in Corpus, I got some running around to do, but I like getting out to my gar spot around 4 or 5 o'clock. It gives it a few hours of daylight, so you can sit there and see the gar, because they're going to be coming up, looking at you, showing how big they are, and then turn around and go back underwater. Come up, gulp air. You'll get to see a lot of gar at my spot. Yep, I'm working. Sorry, Bubba. Yeah, most times I'm working too, but if I don't know, like I said, this year last year when COVID came in, and it really put a toll on my guide service. I lost a lot of clients to that. I didn't get to go fishing. Everybody was, worried about traveling and stuff, and Next time, for sure, man. For sure, for sure. I mean, heck, I go fishing quite often. Man, them dolphins are out there still. I can hear them. What about me? Are you not working? Are you off right now or what? When's your seventh? Yes, I still do charters. Yeah, I do charters for gar, sharks, and big uglies. Yeah, there's a lot of dolphin activity out there. Yeah, there's nothing like the sound of the birds in the morning. But yes, I still do charters, and just kind of like since COVID happened, when and how is the best time to book a guard charter? Um, I've already started landing them. They're 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 out right now. They're tearing it up right now. The big females are moving up. They're producing their eggs and putting out their eggs. Since the waters are shallow, um, they're up there putting out their eggs right now. So yes, the garbites is on fire right now, and of course gar is good all the way through the summer. Uh, I don't know, June, July, August, September, October is a great gar bite anytime through there. But right now, February is when I catch my big females because they're eating heavily because they're producing their eggs. So February, March, those big females are the ones that you normally hook into. And right now, they're March has been a pretty good month right now. For the bigger females, you catch more females than you do males at this time of year. And when you catch them, they're normally, you can tell that they're pregnant. They're pretty big. And to book it, all you do is call me directly, 361-944-7913. I am a land-based fisherman, so I do not use boats. A lot of people ask me that. Where's your boat out of? I don't use a boat. That's why I'm cheaper than anybody else. Man, oh man, what a slow bite. Fish on? What you got? Trout?
Trout.
Seems like a nice trout. Got a nice bend on the rod. Definitely a keeper.
Yeah, I think he's undersized.
Really? You sure?
Yeah. He thought it was a shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
14. Borderline limit.
Mm-hmm. I gotta watch that again, man.
Get all kinds of There's a bunch of them over there, but I know they're all over the place.
Oh yeah. Did you see any skipjack over there?
Yeah, there's shit over there, dude. They're out there.
Man, I wouldn't mind catching a bunch of skipjack right now.
Garbage.
Yeah, I need gar bait. That's another tip, guys. If you guys want to catch gar, skipjack, man. Over here in Corpus, the Joe Fulton, it's a guaranteed bite on a gar, skipjack. Shoot, did I miss any comments? Sorry guys, I was resting my eyes there. I snored and woke myself up. Jesus. Man, I wish I was about 10 to 15 years younger. We got still 3 diehard watching. That's awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around. And give it another 10 or 15 minutes and we'll call it a day.
It's cool, man. I'm tired.
Me too.
Huh?
Me too.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get one on there, but you got one. I guess
That's
that'll
a
work.
trout.
You got a trout.
Not a trouser trout either.
I can't believe it, man. Forrest stayed with us this whole time, dude. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go back to the house, go to sleep for a little bit, and like I said, if I'm off today, guys, you'll see an alligator guard trip this evening. You got a fish on or what? All that's on there is a crab call. All right, guys. Till the next time, to the next fish, guys. Captain Eric's out. Thank you for sticking around. We'll see you guys in the next video.